Hey everybody, Brian DeFebre here, standing outside the lion's cage. It's November 1st, 70 degrees here. The sun's going down. Check out the sunset. This is amazing. And so I had to get outdoors here in the fresh air and shoot this video here. This is my week 17 going into week 18 video update on my PT rehab for my shoulder. As you can see, the lion's cage, we got some repairs going on here, but I just met with the guy earlier. He's actually a former athlete and a former student of mine, and he's going to be doing some mural work, graffiti type work for the outside here. It's going to look boss, I'm telling you. So I'm really excited about that. That's coming up. But anyway, this video here is for my PT rehab. Last night, I did my modified Murph workout. You saw that video right before this one here. And so I'm feeling good here the day after, feeling a little sore in the legs. That weight vest, that blows the legs big time. I don't care what, you know. And I haven't been doing a lot of, strengthening, really heavy strength work in my workouts, more just maintenance and body weight stuff. So, that weight vest is good. I like that. But I'm feeling it today. Leaf blower going on over there. Messing with my tranquility. Oh, they just turned it off. All right. Here's my notes, my cheat sheet. So anyway, it went back on again, whatever. Week 17 going into week 18. I haven't made a video since week 14, so here's some of the updates and changes that we've added, things I've progressed through in my physical therapy, and then I'll go in and I'll shoot the exercises and show you what those look like. This also is just to kind of give a mention here to Steve, who left me a comment saying that he's having the same bicep tenodesis surgery next week. Steve, I just would say to you, I hope it goes okay, for sure. I'm sure it will. I don't know the circumstances of your surgery, but the best advice I can give you is be patient with it, okay? Follow your PT procedures and protocol. Follow it exactly. Don't try to do any shortcuts. You got to look at it long term, okay? I always tell people you got to be patient and you got to submit to the process. Whatever the process is for you, 6 weeks, 6 months, a year, whatever. Be patient with it and submit yourself to it. And if you look long term, it'll go fast, I promise you. So hopefully these videos will be, an encouragement for that. So here's where we've been the past 3 weeks, okay? In week 14 is when I just started with 1 pound dumbbells on my exercises, and then bands for the shoulders. Week 15 is when we added wall push-ups and scapular protractions against the wall. I just call them scap pushes, but I don't like doing them on the wall because it's kind of hard on my wrist. I don't have real flexible wrist. So I just put the bar in the rack and just do an incline horizontal push-up that way. Then in week 16, what we added was tricep push down. So now we're starting to work the triceps. Whoa, excuse me, sorry. So now we're starting to work the triceps. We're doing tricep push downs. And I started doing some machine exercises, machine presses and machine rows. It's starting to work the larger muscle groups now, still continuing with all the other bands and the light dumbbells, the 2 pounders for all the rotator and shoulder exercises. Then this past week that we're just finishing here, week 17, all my dumbbells now I moved up to 3 pounds. That includes dumbbell curls, but it's only 3 pounds. And what I did was I progressed my push-ups now. I'm down to, on Monday of this week, I was at tabletop, which is about my waist, but now I'm really able to get down almost just above the knee level. And I was doing 3 times 20 at about waist height on the push-ups. Then I start with 3 times 10 and I work up the reps before increasing the difficulty or increasing the resistance. What we also added this week was one more band exercise where I'm doing flexion with the band from 90 to about 150 degrees right here. So now we're starting to get a little bit of work now above the shoulder. My range is pretty good. I'm tight here, but when I loosen it up, I've got almost 180 degrees flexion here. Now here's a couple new things that I can do. I can reach across and scratch my shoulder. I couldn't even do that before the surgery. I could not do it at all. It hurt so much. It was like a knife in my shoulder. I could not do this at all before the surgery. Now I'm here, no pain whatsoever. It's awesome. What else can I do? Behind the back, I got internal rotation here. And I could not do that just a couple weeks ago. And I can get both arms, my left arm, I can get my left arm overhead now to take my shirts off and put my shirts on. So there's a functional improvement there. So that's an update, I guess. I know I kind of raced through it, but those are the additions that we've made in my exercise program. And in the next couple weeks, we'll be adding more. I guess what we are going to do is, before I can do push-ups on the ground, we're going to be doing planks, starting with planks, but I've already started doing those, okay? This is where some of those things that I mentioned before, little exercises and things that I've been tweaking on my own, not to take any shortcuts, okay? But you know, I'm a strength coach and I'm a physical therapist, so I know some of these things I can do to just try to move things along a little quicker, as long as it's within the protocol for the shoulder, which it is. And so I'm going to share some of those on another video coming up soon, okay? So that's what that is. So I don't know, I guess that's all I got for now. I'll show you what some of the new exercises look like, and I'll show you how I do them in the lion's cage way versus the nice, pretty, clean physical therapy office way, okay? So thanks for watching again. I appreciate it. If you got any questions, you can hit me on a comment or my email. And this is Brian DeFibri saying I'll catch you next time on the next update, all right? Thanks for watching. Okay, so like I said, these are the exercises that I am now doing in week 17 going into week 18. These are in addition to everything else that I've been doing up to this point. And what it's come down to now is, because I've got several more exercises to do, I'm really treating this almost like a regular strength workout, a workout day, where it's like an upper body day pretty much, because I've got warm-ups with the bands, and then I've got the 3-pounder weights, and then I've got my strength exercises. So it really does become like like an upper body workout. So what I do is, on the days that I go to PT, I do my exercises, I do the whole routine there. Then on the days I don't go to PT, I will do them here in the lion's cage, and I do them lion's cage style, which is a little bit different. And so I'll either do 2 days in a row and then take a day off, or every other day. Just because now it's really starting to work my muscles, like I said, like a regular upper body workout. And so that's how that goes. So here's a couple new band exercises. I still use these as warm-ups first before I do the hand weights and then the regular large muscle group pressing and pulling, okay? So one new band exercise that we've added is flies, basically. We call them horizontal adduction, or flies, as a lot of people know. So I just take the band and I do my flies like this. This is in addition to all the other band work. And on all the bands, I do 3 sets of 20. Gives a good pump, get some blood flowing into the shoulders, good pump, prehab, warm-up, whatever you want to call it. The other new exercise is horizontal adduction, or rear flies, or pull-aparts. And I like to do them with a single band, and you get kind of the 3D effect where you're pulling apart and pulling horizontally and rearward, you know, in a backwards direction too. So this is horizontal adduction or abduction, abduction, band pull aparts or rear flies, however you want to call it. Then the new one just this week, now I'm starting to take flexion above the shoulder level. So I take the band and I go from 90 to about 150. And I'm going up like this, and I do a little pull apart. So again, I'm getting that 3D effect. 3 times 20 on all those. So those are the bands. Then from the bands I go into the strength work. Now for my dumbbell exercises, these are the exercises, we call them Job's exercises. And this is your standard shoulder and rotator cuff protocol. It hits the shoulder muscles in every direction, in every plane, every group of muscles to strengthen the shoulder and rotator cuff muscles. They're called Job's exercises. That's pretty standard in physical therapy. So I'm using 3 pounds now. Now in the physical therapy clinic, they've got the colored dumbbells. Great. I do them here lion's cage style. I've got my pipe pieces, okay? These are pieces of pipe, and these are 3 pounds. They're actually 3.5, but you know, this is how I like to do it, lion's cage style. So I use these and I go through all the shoulder exercises. We go flexion, so shoulder flexion, 3 sets of 20. Then I do scaption out here, or 2 sets of 20 rather. I go through the whole circuit twice, doing 20 reps each. Okay, so for the horizontal exercises, usually when I'm in PT, and you've seen me in the other videos, you can do these bent over, which is fine, but just for a change of pace and a little variety, when I'm here, I like to do them just on this low incline. So I just get on the bench here on the low incline, and we've got extension, which is right back here like this. Okay, then we've got rear flies or horizontal abduction here, just like this. Again, sets of 20. What I also do, I'm not going to show you because you've seen it in the other video, is I also use these for adduction, horizontal adduction, or flies, basically chest flies, lying flat on the bench. And then I do the side lying external rotations for the rotator cuff with the 3 pound weights. Then after that, I go to my full strength exercises right over there. Okay, so after I do the bands and after I do the hand weights, I come over here and I do the compound movements, okay? In physical therapy, I'm using machines. I use a chest press machine and a row machine. Now, here in the lion's cage, I don't have machines, plus I'm a big proponent of body weight training. So I take those movements and I've made them body weight movements at about the same degree of difficulty or strength. So for the rows, I like using the perfect pull-up handles because you got full 360 degrees of movement, so I can put my hands in any position I want. And what I want to do is I want to keep the hands pronated so that I'm not supinating and pulling with the bicep too much on this one. So I keep the hands pronated, and I just use this as a recline row. And I just come back and I'm pulling just like a rowing position with a recline row, but it's body weight. I do sets of 20 here. Then I just take the bar down and I do my push-ups here. Now this is about tabletop, and actually next week I'm going to start taking this down right above the knees. But for here, this is where I do my scap pushes, okay? Then I go and do push-ups. And I'm up to 3 sets of 20 already at this level. So the next progression is to take it down lower. I superset those, so I'm doing 3 sets of 20 on each one. And then we finish off with the arms with the triceps and the dumbbell curls, or the hand weight curls. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, and then what I do for to finish the arm exercises, sometimes I do the arms, the bicep, triceps before the pressing and pulling. Sometimes I do it after. I just mix it up. But I like to do the bicep, tricep. I make it as a superset now, just to complete the workout. We're doing tricep push downs with the rope here. It's just your basic tricep push down. And I go 15 reps and I'm gradually increasing the weight. Then I use my 3-pounders for now, and I just do curls like this, just building up the tendon strength of the bicep with light weights and with higher reps. So that's about it. These lights. Anyway, so that's about it. It's a great program, and I'm really making the progress. I think now is starting to happen a little faster. So my next video will be another update. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure there will be more new movements to show you. Push-ups will be coming down closer to the ground, and I got some surprises for my PT when that 20-week mark comes. All right. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Catch you later.